Chapter 1.4, Day 4, Solving System of Equations, Word Problems, Number 2. One customer purchases 8 bags of cat food and 2 bags of dog food. The total weight of the purchase is 44 pounds. Another customer purchases 5 bags of cat food and 2 bags of dog food. The total weight of the purchase is 35 pounds. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the weight of each bag of cat food and the weight of each bag of dog food. First thing you want to do is to define the variables. For cat food, I define C as my variable, and for dog food, I define D. So the first situation for the first customer is at 8 bag C, so 8 times C plus 2 times D equals total weight 44. That's the first situation. The second situation is for the second customer, that is 5 times C plus 2 times D equals total weight of 35. So this is the situation. Now we are going to add these two and cancel the D or one of the variable. Here I can see that the 2D and 2D are same. All we have to make one of them are opposite sign. So I'm going to multiply the second equation by -1 so that this becomes -2D. So now I'm going to multiply the equation number 2 by -1, and 5 times C -1 is -5C. -1 times 2D would be -2D equals -35. Now I'm going to rewrite the first equation. This is this equation as is, and the second equation is -5C minus 2D equals -35. Add the two equations, the 2D and 2D cancel. 8C minus 5C is 3C equals 9. Divide 3 on both sides. You're going to get C equals 3. And use this 3 to plug it in any of the original equation. I'm using the original equation as 5C plus 2D equals 35, where I'm going to use C as 3. So 5 times 3 plus 2D equals 35. 15 plus 2D equals 35, and subtract 15 on both sides. 2D will be equals to 20. Divide 2 on both sides, D is 10. So 1 bag of cat food weight 3 pounds, and a bag of dog food will weight 10 pounds. Problem number 3. Your friend rents 10 chairs and 2 tables for $300. Another friend rents 8 chairs and 4 tables for $360. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the cost to rent a chair and the cost to rent a table. The first thing we want to do is to define variables. So we're going to define C as chairs and T for tables. For the first situation, we are going to make an equation for 10 chairs, 2 table equals 300. And the second situation is when you have 8 chairs and 4 table equals 360. So we made two equations, and now we are going to make the either T same or C same so that we can cancel one of the variable or eliminate one of the variable. I decided to make the T same and cancel the T because I can see here 2T is on the table of 4. So if I multiply this 2 by -2, then I can easily cancel the 4T and -4T. So I decided to multiply this equation by -2. So when I multiplied it with the -2, you're going to distribute with the whole equation. So you get -20C, -4T, -600. The second equation I'm going to write as is, and I'm going to add the 2. 4T, -4T cancel. -20 plus 8 is -12C. 600 minus 360 would be negative 240. Now you're going to divide with negative 12 on both sides to get C value, which is number of chairs, cost of chairs to rent. Now we're going to find the T. So use any original equation, either this equation or 8C plus 4T. So again, I decided to use 8C plus 40 because it's a little bit simpler than this. You're going to choose the C as 20 and plug it in for C. 8 times 20, 160 plus 40 equals 360. Subtract 160 on both sides, you get 40 equals 200. Divide with the 4, T is 50. Now to answer the question into complete sentences, you're going to write chairs cost $20 each to rent and table costs $50 each to rent. The B letter is you want to rent 12 chairs and 3 tables. How much do you expect to pay? Now you know the price for the chair and the table already. So 20 times chairs plus 3 times tables is going to be 12 times 20 because chair costs $20 plus 3 times table because table costs $50, and when you solve you're going to get the total cost of $390. Next is problem number 5. A business rent bicycles and inline skates. Bicycle rents cost $25 per day and inline skate rental costs $20 per day. The business has 20 rentals today and makes $455. How many bicycles rentals and inline skates rental did the business have today? First thing we want to do is to define variables, and I would define B as bicycle rental, S for skate rentals. Now I'm going to make two equations. So bicycle rental costs $25, so 25B plus inline skate rentals $20, so 20 times S equals to the total 455. Now I'm going to write a second equation. Total number of rental is 20 in numbers. So B plus S equals 20. Now you're going to either eliminate S or B. So I'm going to eliminate S, so that's why I'm going to multiply it by negative 20. So negative 20 times B is negative 20B. Negative 20 times S would be negative 20S. Negative 20 times 20 would be negative 400. Now I'm going to rewrite both the equation on this side right here, and I'm going to add these two equations. 20s and negative 20s cancel. 25 minus 20 would be 5b. 455 minus 455. Divide 5 on both sides, you get b equals 11. Now use one of the original equation to find s. I'm going to use this equation b plus s equals 20, where I'm going to use b as 11. So 11 plus s equals 20 minus 11 on both sides, you're going to get s equals 9. So there are 11 bicycle rentals and 9 inline skate rentals. Question number 6. A gift basket that contains jars of jam and packages of bread mix costs $45. There are 8 items in the basket. Jars of jam cost $6 each and packages of bread mix cost $5 each. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the number of jars of jam and the number of packages of bread mix in the gift basket. So first thing we are going to do is to define variables. J I use for jars of jam and bread for bread mix, B for bread mix. Now the first equation I'm going to make it with the 6 times jam plus 5 times bread of package. Total is $45. And then the second situation I have is that the total number is 8. So I'm going to write j plus b equals 8. Now I'm going to cancel or eliminate either j or b. So I'm going to multiply the negative 5 with j plus b and 8, so that this becomes negative 5b and cancel with this 5b. Rewrite the equation here. So 6j plus 5b, which is this situation right here, and when you multiply with negative 5, you're going to get negative 5j negative 5b equals negative 40. When you're going to add these two equations, you're going to cancel the 5b and negative 5b. 6 minus 5 is just j. 45 minus 40 is 5. So j equals 5. Use one of the given equation or main equation and plug the 5 for j and find the value of b. So b is going to be 3. So there are 5 jars of jam and 3 packages of bread mix in the gift basket. Question number 7. A bouquet of lilies and tulips has 12 flowers. Lilies cost $3 each and tulips cost $2 each. The bouquet costs $32. Write and solve a system of linear equations to find the number of lilies and tulips in the bouquet. So first thing we are going to do is to define the variables x for lilies and y for tulips. We are going to make the equations for the two things we are given with. Lilies is $3 each, so 3 times x. Tulip costs $2 each, so 2 times y. So 3x plus 2y equals to the total cost $32. The number of lilies and tulips is 12, so x plus y is 12. Now we are going to use the elimination method. So we're going to multiply the negative 2 with this equation so that this 2y and negative 2y cancel. Rewrite the equation here for the first one, and for the second one is going to be negative 2x negative 2y equals negative 24. Add the 2y and 2y cancel. 3x minus 2x is x. 32 minus 24 is 8. So number of lilies, which is x, is 8. Use the original equation to solve for y now. So x plus y equals 12. Put the x value as 8 and subtract it on both sides to get y as 4. So the number of tulips are 4.